Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm in Australia and I've come back today to have another go at this piece, which you probably wouldn't recognise because I've changed it so bad. So much, I mean, you know. I didn't like what was on there. There's the pages. I'm making this fabric book. Now, I had under here, is there a flower, like a flower that's stitched on, was it? Yes, it's stitched on there. And I didn't like that. So I pulled it all out. What you can see there is where I actually took out that bit too that the person actually put on there so I would have no, not too much bulk. But then I put on a piece of net material. I put this piece up here. I don't think I had that on there. I made a little shuffle puff for there. I've done some stitching so far, some slow stitching over, like the straight stitches, and I got the little that I might have showed you that. But then this has got a piece of lace, like holy lace on it. Then it's got a 7, and then it's a little tiny gold round thingy, which I got no idea what it is. You get that off bits of jewellery in that, and there's a piece off a hanky that I've put in there and stitch around there, and then I put cross stitches around this one. Okay, now I sewed inside that in the green because that's a leaf. This here bit of blue, well, I've discovered something else that I like, so I'm going to show you what that is. When I was ordering stuff online, I thought I'd like to get some small bits and pieces so I could put them on little works like this, you know. And these are little nail art things, alright? I had one on my fingernail the other day there where it was broken. And I just got one of these tiny little leaves because I just wanted a little accent of the blue. I could have put a bead, but I like the little flower, I should say. That's not a flower. I'll get there in a minute. I think it might be a feather. And aren't they gorgeous, you know? And I thought, now this would look really good on your snippets or something. See these rolls here that you get, you know, you make, you know, you could just take it off, add a bit extra glue, and then stick it under there. I'll do that. I'll stick one on there, show you. Only cost $1 or 70 cents or something. They weren't very dear. I got those ones, and I got these rose ones. This rose one just hung onto my fingernail forever, so but I decided to I did take it off. So I've used a couple off here, but these are really pretty, aren't they? But I do love these. I do love these Dreamcatch ones. Now, let me see. I might buy some more and do a giveaway so I can give somebody one if you like them, if you like the idea. I thought it was a good idea. I mean, it's just like, there's nothing wrong with using it. The fabric is just perfectly fine. I'm just going to put a bit extra glue on here so it don't come off. One day, I cleaned this the other day when I was in here. I did. Promise you. Oh dear, it happens to me every time. It's just to add something a bit different because a lot of our slow stitching's got a lot of different stuff. I mean, look, there's a bead and a button and things like that. So it's just to add something a bit different. Where's the pen? Okay, I guess I'm not the only one that has a bit of, sometimes we have a bit of glue trouble, don't we? Okay. That is too much, way too much, Sonya. Goodness gracious me. Okay, and I'm going to put it here because I think that will look really, really pretty. No one's going to know that's what it is, are they? You know, it's just a little bit of something different. If you need a tiny bit of colour on something, you know, like I thought that just this little feather was just the right bit to put there. Anyway. So, I'll put them back under there because they've got to stay with me. Yeah, so that's, it turned out all right, didn't it? Yeah. What do you think? Is it right? Oh, gee, I hope I'm in the shot with this. Anyway, so that's one of them rolly up things I made. Just using it there for an idea. So now I was looking for the ideas for this book. Is just like maybe to put all bits of fabrics and stitching and everything through. So these are all the pages here that I've got that I'm putting in there. Okay, I haven't done it yet because there's going to be changes, because Sonya makes changes, so there's going to be change. So this one here, I'm thinking about putting it on, but I don't like it's too thick, isn't it? That was quickly done, that, because it's too thick. Now, I've got some thinner buttons. Where's the jar? Here. I don't know if I've got a green one, though. That's that thin. There's a yellow one. That's a bit bright. These ones here I bought as... like in a pile of really nice buttons. And I do need something that's very thin, don't I? No, it's not going to take over the piece of work here. Okay. So if you like the way I was doing it before, you continue on with what you're doing if you're making anything like that. But I just didn't like it because I don't know whether it was the colours that I was using or what upset me. Hang on a minute, I might have a look in this one. It's open, so I might be able to see better. See? There's my horse ones. Aren't they gorgeous? Don't know, remember where I got them from. And they're really old. Love them. Oh, look at that. This is one of those. I'm getting carried away to the wrong thing. Here, aren't I? I'm supposed to be looking for a flat green button. That's a bit flatter, but not so much. Here's one. Might not take up too much space, like be too overpowering. I have gone through countless amounts of jars of buttons to try to pick out things. Oh, that's a nice one. To try to pick out things that I think that I like to use. I'm putting them where I can find them. I've got this one here. So I get one of them out. I just want to have a look at how the colours go. I really do stack my things in colours, don't I? So that is awesome. I love that colour, but I don't think... So I know I've been nagging about this, and I'm sorry, but I did ask you about the Decorative diary journal books, because I wanted to get one. Only one. I just want the latest one. Anyway... One of you lovely ladies wrote back and you said to me, stop scratching around in there, Sonia. That's not what you said. You said to me that you go to your newsagents and you get them to order it for you. Our newsagents has turned into a gift shop, Nellie. They don't have many things in it anymore. These people took it over. And if you went past there, they've got ladies' clothes, shoes, kids' toys, kids' clothes, all that sort of thing. The books and newspapers, if there's any at all, are right up the back of the store. So many people come there and go, does anybody know where the newsagents is? Oh, yeah, that's it there. Well, these people that own it now, they wouldn't order you anything in. They're not very nice people. She won't even let me go in the door because of my gopher. Plenty of room, but she won't let me, so she put something in the road so I can't get through. I know that's not nice, but she told me that I couldn't come in there because somebody else knocked over some of the fittings or something with their gopher, so I'm not allowed in there. And oh dear, I was not happy with it, but you know what? I don't care. There's some really nice people who work there. When she's not there, they just go and get me a lottery ticket if I want to buy one, if I go and sit outside the door. I think that's a bit harsh, but you know what? I think they say that she's got the right to keep me out of there. I don't care, really. I don't want to go in there and buy anything she's got. I know that's not nice, but she's not a very nice person. But anyway, that's just how people are. That's a nice one. I like that, although the green gives it a bit more of a lift, doesn't it? It's a shame the green's not flatter. I want a flatter green button. I've got a house full of buttons. I know I've got a house full of buttons, but I don't have that sort of one, do I? For now, I only got little tiny ones. I don't think I want to use them, they're too small. Right, where are they? Oh no, that won't have the effect I'm looking for. Righto, we'll use this. We'll use this one, okay? I could put it in there, although I do like this one better. It's not as thick. I know what I'll do. Okay, I've got it. Took me a minute, but I figured it out. Now put all my nice pearl cottons in the box here. Isn't it cool? And I'm going to put the button on with this, I think. I hope it's not too thick. Alright. Now, I might put these buttons in this little jar here, because I want to put one on something after. Hey, what do you reckon? I don't know why I'm doing this sitting on the edge of the chair again. Ah dear. You'd think but when I come in here, I've got all these things on my mind, and definitely not one of them is about where I'm sitting, because I'm sitting really forward on this chair. I should be sitting back, but anyway. So I'm going to use this. Now there's some of it there, but you can't see it because it's very, I hope the hole's big enough for this, I guess. Good. You're going to check those things, you know, before you start. Now I'm sure you know how to sew a button on. I'm going to do mine a little bit different, I think. I don't know. I just seen something like this once, and I thought, well, you can sew them on all different sorts of ways. It was in a book I was looking at. Sew your button on however you want it, really. It's nobody's business, is it? I'm going to go out to the side there with that. See? Yeah, that one. And then I'll take this one up the other side. Remember I did one once with a, what have I got here? Well, I didn't pull that up all the way through, did I? It's caught under the cotton. I guess I can cut it off if I make a knot in it. I'll make a knot in it first. I'll let it right down there to the end. And hold onto it and hold onto it and hold onto it until it's tight. There we go. So now it's got a knot in it. When I'm sewing something for a while, I can usually tell when the thread's gone somewhere else, but this I didn't, because I just started. Didn't know my thread was missing. Got those two. Pull that a bit tighter so it's not. Then I'm going to come up on the outside here and go down there. I'm not happy with this bit here that's really loose. What have I done there? I mustn't have pulled it through tight enough. Well, you know what I'll do, because I don't want to have to unpick it. I'm going to go and loop it around like that. Pull it over this way a bit. Put a stitch over there. Has that pulled it through tighter? Yes, it has. Very good. And then I'm going to put one. Oops. should have put a little back stitch in there, so I didn't do that to it. That one can go that way. This one can go over this way. Where's the hole? It's not pulling it through again. What's going on here? I don't know, I'm making knots in it. Knotty cotton. Alright, which way am I taking this one? Over there. That way. Hope you can see what I'm doing. I should probably put another one on another thing and show you, eh? Because I've made a sort of a bit of a mess. I should take that out and fix that, shouldn't I? That's just, you know, scaring me. Where's me good scissors for cutting them sort of things out? I think I've taken them out in the lounge room. That wasn't a very good idea, was it, Sonia? Not one bit clever whatsoever. These giant things. I keep taking my scissors out there. I'm going to show you this again. I was going to anyway, but this is the reason too, because that was bodgy, wasn't it? That was a bodgy job, that was. Oh my goodness me. It was bent too short and too tight and too loose. I'm just going to do a couple of strands, eh? What do you reckon? Like, I'm not going to get carried away too much. I'll try again. Try again and see if we can't put it on there this time. If we can put it on there this time. I can't. We need to put it on there. Maybe there'll be a different idea come to me head. Now, this is not enough now. Chopped it to pieces. It'll be enough for something else, though. I never have got round to showing you my scrim, I don't think, that I put into... Got all your cottons and you sew them over them and that with some... You put a bit of sheer stuff over them or a bit of a holey lace or something over the top of them and you sew them all together. Zigzag it all over it and it just comes together and makes a piece of material. And I've got no idea where that would be at the moment. I could show you that, but I've got nothing, I'm afraid. I still need to have my... What happened to me button? I still need to have me... this... things, put names on them, but it's been too cold to want to do anything. It really has. It's ridiculous. It's terrible. We're not very good at this cold, especially because we've lived in this really hot all these years. We're not handling the cold at all. Now, I'm going to put that there. Right. Got that one. Then I might do this other side so I know I've got it too, okay? Whether it's in the middle and I don't think it really matters that much. It's not going to hurt anybody. Right, now, take that through the back. Seems to be a little bit tricky, you know. All I'm doing is sewing on a button. So that goes that way. Okay. Now, I'm going to go up through this. I want to be a bit away from there. Like, you know, that where I've come up in that bit. I'm going to go so it makes like it's two threads and you can see them. Like that. Right. And I'm going to go over here. This is fun. Now, there was a lady somewhere on something, and I don't remember because I was looking at so many things last night or something, and she said she was somebody that made journals, but she started doing sewing, and she reckons that what she's learned in journaling is she's been able to put a lot of it into her sewing things, and I have done that too, you know. It's really, really cool. Really cool, even though I did just do a lot of... crazy patchwork. This has been a really good thing for me. Should I go this other side as well? Here? Well, if I go there, come up here, and I go down there, and then will I just come out the same place? I think I will. I'll go up the same place and go down the other side. How about that? And that should make that like that. Haha. So start at this side here in the middle. You know, you want to be between where the two holes are in your button, and you're going to go down in there. And then you come back up here next to that one where you come up before and go down the other side. And that looks ducky, doesn't it? Look at that. Well, I do like that. There you go. You just invent it as you go, okay? Just whatever you want to do. Just play along with it and whatever you need to do with it. I wonder if I should put the thing in the centre. If you went across there, no, it'd ruin it, wouldn't it? You don't want to go across there, do you, Sonia? Do I? What do you reckon? Do I just want to go across that bit there? No, it looks more buttony like that. That's the thing, it looks buttony. Okay, now let me see. That's probably getting close to being enough on here. I do want to do some more slow stitching, like there and there, like, well, straight stitches is what it is really, is slow stitching. I could make one of these little things here, I think, with the fabric. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I'll make another one of those. But I did tell you that we could make them by putting a whole piece on into a hoop or something, and instead of trying to just sew it on a tiny little piece of fabric, you could do it on something else, you know. So then you can just cut it out. That made sense, didn't it, Sonia? Then you can just cut it out after and to the size you want it to be. So this is a piece off a dress, and I cut it down so I could get a bit off there, because I thought that would make a really good pocket in this. So maybe that would be an idea for the next bit, except I'm going to need a piece of material over there. Or I have... No, I think I'll use material. 1 minute. I've got this here, lining. I don't know whether that'll be sufficient, because that's not going to cover up the stitching. You'll still be able to see the stitches, see? Won't you? Yeah. Alright then, we won't use that today. I'm just going to... Sorry about this. I'm going to put... I'll make a pocket. And I'll make it across one of these pieces. And then I can do some sewing on it, I suppose. So these are the... I'll leave it together a bit, Sonia. You've pulled it all apart now. What are you going to do? I don't know. It goes like that. I'll use this bit. So you want your pocket to go halfway across there, which is probably about that. I have to cut a bit off. I'll go back a bit further. It won't matter if it's less, because then I've got to think about what I'm going to do for the spine of it. How do I? Yeah, we're going with the raggedy look, because we do like the raggedy look. And then we're going to put that on there. What do you reckon? Does it look alright? Yep, it does. Now, why I've got that on that bit underneath is because that wouldn't be easy to tuck anything into, I don't imagine. I don't think it'd be easy to tuck something into that. I'm not really keen on that bit of stuff. It's a colour. It's probably the colour of it. That's probably what's doing it to me. See which way this goes. I do like that idea. So this is... I'm just going to move this out of my way a minute. This is going to be for me pocket. Okay. So I'm going to cut a bit off this till I get it reasonably straight. That down there. You can do layers, because things will look nice when they're done in layers, don't they? They do look a lot better when you've got lots of bits on. And this has been cut off something, but it's frilly, but it doesn't matter. I like the frilly. I do. Let me take it back there. Yeah, I don't know why I'm not taking it right to the end, but it's okay. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. It's all going to be good. Right, so I've got a bit of that. Now let me see, what else would I like on there? I'm going to do some stitching. Do a bit of stitching. I had a little bit of... No, just try this for a start. Eh? Just leave it like it is. You don't want to overpower it too much. You want to put a bit of something else on there. I like this. I think this is awesome. Yes, I do like that. I'll cut it to go all the way. Needle and thread would be good. Okay. Needle. Thread's just here somewhere earlier. You know, you say, I had one earlier. I have got it in a box here, but it's a bit messy. Doesn't matter. As long as it's in the box and I can find it. Don't care. Actually, I probably should do it with a different colour. I might use this. Because you know me, I'll go with these pretty colours. Well, I think I'm going with the blue a bit today on this one. I just think I've got some blue bits. This is mauve. Well, there's mauve on there, but this is a variegated one, so I don't know how it's going to turn out, but we'll have a go at it. I've got 3 strands now of the six strands. I've got 3. I might have to take this out here and use this one. My needle's not. There you go. Right. Now, I'm going to put a, I think I might put, if I keep them at different levels, you know, they'll show up a bit better, like you know what I mean? Like that, I think. And then I'm going to start here where this hole is. Did I put a knot in that? I did too, and it's a giant one. Okay, so now I'm just going to put the usual blanket stitch. I do like a blanket stitch. Covers up, it works in many ways, not covering up anything, it's just working in many ways to make whatever you want to do, you see. I think I might have to have a pin in this, just to keep it reasonably in place so I don't end up with it all skew with too much, not too much. Okay. On the next one, put that. I shouldn't have put that there, that's going to drive me crazy. I'll take it out. Now, I'm not doing these very close together, and that's all right. You don't need to. If you do, you can come back the other way and do it again. You're doing it over. Go to do some more, I think. Yep, it's all good. Now, I like adding lots of elements to what I'm doing, as you probably well know that. And, you know, it's good to have different things in what you got. It's more interesting, you know, I reckon, to have stuff that's different. It's interesting, it is. And I'm using this, the holes in along there. I'm just going to every second one from where the last one was. People outside mowing the lawns. It must be starting to get close to having springtime. It's only about, what's today? Sunday. Another week. And the show will be on, which probably a lot of people in different countries call them fairs or stuff like that. We have a show, and we've always been exhibitors, well, up till about last 7 or 8 years we haven't. But Jeremy's looking into getting back into it next year. We were going to pop up there one morning early before anybody gets there and have a look about. They've pulled down the old pavilion, see, and it's going to be a bit different because it won't have as much space for as much stuff. I wanted to take a video, and I probably thought I want to do that. I've been wanting my hubby to help me with that, and I can't keep nagging him. He'll probably... I don't want to nag him. He doesn't like technology, and he hates dealing with it, so I've got a GoPro that I just got to sort it out so I can take it. And another thing is everything that goes through my scooter, it vibrates through the whole thing, and you can hear clink, clink, clink going along, you know. So I think I could do it and just do it and take out the noise and then have maybe talk to you over the top of it. So I've got 5 days to sort that out. Now, I've cut that a little bit longer than what I would have done so I can move it back there. You know, so it's hiding behind that, okay? So that's that bit. Now, when I say I like to put businesses on, I do. So I'm going to do I have a little container here full of small bits and pieces of things that I like to use. I just added a few things to it so I could show you different things, and I can use different things in my work. There's some good flat buttons there, eh? So I'm going to do a ring. I might do a ring, to put a ring on it. Is it something like that? Oh dear. Anyway, it's only small, so I'm only going to use a small one. It's only a small little thing I'm doing, isn't it? I'm going to cover it first. I've also got some little letters too that I acquired somewhere along the way. Could put a little letter on it, don't know. Definitely want to use one of these. Got to use this little buckle, you know, I just have to. It's just something that's got to be in the plan, isn't it? What about if I do it instead of the circle? Because I'd have to cover the circle too, won't I? So on that, there's going to have to be a piece of ribbon. Oh, there's a good bit of green I could use. Oh, my goodness me. Now I found a whole heap of stuff I could use. But you know what? I'm going to have to hide this from myself. Put it back so I can... yeah, put it back, Sonya. Just get something out and go, make it go back where it was. Although these are good, these ones, to use too in your slow stitching. They're beautiful, aren't they? Look at that. I might have to take them with me too. Now, what colour would I put through this little, the little buckle? Blue? Maybe do a blue one. It's going to fit. Yeah. We need something that's about the right size though, don't we? I've got some blues. Got a fair few blues. They might be a bit big. I'll just try one of these and see what happens. Just piling everything up here next to me. If it falls, I'll cry. It'll go in the garbage bin. I won't be happy. There's nothing bad in the garbage bin, but still, it's not going to be. I might just put that there, and let's see, this goes through here. Now, I don't think these cost very much. I don't know where I got them from. Somewhere local years ago. Probably have had them forever. And they just get put aside, you know. You don't sort of get them out that much. You know, you're going to put the other one through there. It just fits just nicely, doesn't it? Oh, look at that. That's very pretty. Very elegant, really, isn't it? Is that okay? If I put that on there? Of course it is. We'll put this around the corner. What do you reckon? I did get one of those things you can burn the ribbon, but I don't want to do that today because I haven't been practicing. I don't really know how to do it. I know I can put a candle and run it over the top of there with the candle, but I'm not going to do that today. I don't know how I'm going to end this off, actually. I can just stitch it down, I suppose. You know, just the end bits. Because to this, you wouldn't glue it. You can't glue that. Oh, gee, you'd cry if you did. I might just leave that actually laying there. What do you reckon? I might end up with nothing too. I don't know where I got my other scissors. That must be hiding from me. I think they might be out in the other room. Now, which way do you go? This way? Is that right? To make that peaky bit. So you fold it in half. Oop. This is very delicate and dainty, isn't it? Oh dear. Come on. And then you go from the middle to the outside, so you get points on the outside, okay? Oh, I thought that was frail. I was just about to cry, because this is silk ribbon. That's not cut very good, is it? Hang on. I'll have to try this again. Do that again. I can't use that. It's just not easy to... Sorry, people. It's going to work any minute now. Nobody panic. Now, how about now, Sonya? How about now? Did I get it? No. Oh, crikey, that's not good. Okay. I'll cut them bits off and go back that way. I have nothing left in a minute. Do I get it? Yes, that's better. Right. I like it now. Righto, we'll go up through there. Back through the other side. I'll get a needle and see if I can catch it. Okay. That started to fray a bit too, didn't it? There's another way I can do this, but if the scissors weren't so big, it wouldn't be what. You can just snip up that way and then go from the side to the middle, and from the side to the middle, until you got the shape that you want, see? I probably should have did that the first time. I'm a bit worried about this frame. It wouldn't be going to fray if I got it right. Now I'll cut up the middle there a bit, and then I'm going to go from the side to the middle, and the side to the middle. Here we go. Just as well I started out with something a little bit longer than what I was going to need, isn't it? Well, turn off the, what's the name here? The heater. Turn off the heater. Now, I'm going to put that on there with, this is a light blue piece of thread. Where did I get this from? It doesn't matter where I got it from, it's just right, isn't it? Maybe it was on the purple, because it goes from purple down. It was variegated, wasn't it, that I had? No, it isn't. Well, there you go. It's just sitting there waiting for me to use it. This could be just a thing. Okay. Thread that. So look at me, I've got the needle threader sitting there. I found it. It was in my cotton box. Put it in there so I could thread the needle if I needed to. Oh, I want to say good day to people, okay? I know you are so kind to me, and I need you to know that I really do read all your comments. And Debbie, you are one of my biggest fans, you tell me, and it's very kind of you, and it's lovely to see you. Well, I'm see you, but you're on here commenting on my videos all the time, and I really appreciate that. There's other people as well. I've got to work out what I'm going to do with this. I think I'll come up under the back of there, and I'm not going to actually catch the ribbon in there, okay? Lynn's always got a comment up there too. Alaskian, I can't remember your name. I'm so sorry. I will try and remember, and I want to thank everybody. I really appreciate all the loving comments that you make. And if I was any good, and I remember, I did write on a piece of paper and left it out the other room. Anyway, I'm good at that, aren't I? But it took me ages to pack up what I needed. I might have to go up here and just put a tiny, tiny stitch on that, okay? I'm going to come back. I'm not going to go over the end. I'm just bringing it back that way, all right? Now, when I'm going across the back here, I want to catch it a couple of times, not actually the ribbon, but the fabric that I'm putting it on, because I need to be able to not have a big loopy bit, because as it is now, I'm going to have to put a piece of fabric on the back of this to stop it from fraying. No, that's not it. To stop it from being getting caught when you put it in the book, sort of thing. So I'm going to need a piece underneath that, because that's going to have to be covered for a start. Here's a piece of something. Look at that. I could probably put that behind there after I finish stitching it, and then it's going to go on one of these bits, isn't it? I had it picked out here for this, I think. But then that's going to have something on it first, so you can't really put that in there just yet, so you're going to have to wait a minute. Okay, right. So, yes, I really appreciate everybody that has talked to me and leaves me comments. I really do. If you want to do some, please do me like it. I do like, I have there's buttons there where you can like me. There's a little heart there where you can donate to my channel if you feel like you want to help me with a few bits and pieces. It's up to you, There's just go on the little heart there, and it'll help you from there how to donate to me. It's really helpful, to get a bit of help with things, because I don't know, these days, and I know I don't expect you to do that, because I know that I don't mind showing you all these things, but Google's encourages or whatever, YouTube, to do that sort of thing because they get 30%, I suppose. But that doesn't matter. I guess I'll get the other 70 that I wouldn't have had anyway, I suppose. But anyway, so it's a thing. It's the world, how things are in the world. I was going to have some merchandise, but I don't know whether that would work. You know, I could. Nobody Penny could be written on everything these days anyway. It's not a thing. It's only probably a thing I'd have to put up there if I did do any. But anyway, and that's just, you know, you just do that. People can go on and get it, and then you sell it, they make it up for you, and it's just easy, I suppose, these days to do them sort of things. You can do anything now, can't they? I need something here, don't I? Something pretty there. I do. I need something pretty there. What do I have? What have we got here? Look at this. Let's have a see. Tiny little tiny things here that I've made. Or no, some things I've made, some things I've bought. This is turning into a girly thing, isn't it? Well, it's not. It's slow stitching. So in here I've got little tiny weeny rolled up pieces of cotton. Look at that. That I've made into a little hank. Can you see down in there? Yeah, I can't get down. I've got a bow. Don't know if I've made that. No. We're sort of going on the wrong road there, I think. I think I'm just taking off on the wrong direction. Maybe a little button might, for size. We might have a little button or two or something. No, they're too wrong colour. And that's not a good idea. You can't see them. You have to put a little row of them, I suppose. And I don't want to stick with too much mauve, so I maybe I could use one of them little butterflies that's in there. I don't know. Should probably do some more embroidery instead, eh? That might be a better idea. Might do a little bit more sewing. Got a few minutes left to do it. Oh, I think I left that behind. Goodness me. I'm going to do some cross stitches or something on there. I could. Add some nice yellow. Or this. This is nice. I do like this one. This is nice. I might have to start and see if I can make myself something a bit more boho sometime. I seem to stick with the same sort of ideas and stuff, don't I? But that's okay. They're none of them the same at all. They're all different. Every one of the things that I do is all different. I'm going to have a different needle for this, because you need a hole big enough for it to go through. Okay. So I know now there's nearly time for me to get going, because I've been watching that clock. So along the bottom, or up here, whereabouts do you think, Sonia? I'll have to... So that pulls down a little bit, doesn't it, if you give it a tug? And I don't know if I want to put too much on here. Don't want to take too much away from the lacy bits. I can't get the needle to go through there. Whoa. Taking every other piece of cotton on the table with you now. I just did a cross, see? Look at that. I can't even tell because it's too... But if you go up there, and you go back a bit across this way from a piece of cotton, you pick up a little stitch, come up at the side there where the cotton is, see? And then go back down over the top of that. Okay, you got it? Yes, that looks good. It's nice without overtaking it too much. I think I'm doing this one back to front now. That's the way I just showed you. I don't know. I just don't know what I'm doing. as long as it's all going the same way and it looks all right, and it does. I think it looks all right. I started down the bottom this time and went up to the top, went back like that, and then down over the side here. This to the other side. Righto. There you go. Might have to put one up there, but I'm not going to carry. Me. Oh no! I've sewed that there. It won't matter. It's down the bottom, so it won't get caught. Ah dear, that was there so that whatever I put in there doesn't get caught. But I'll put something in there that's only short. I'll have to do that. I want to put. I'll probably put little fabric tags or something. I don't know yet. Or, oh dear, or little booklets maybe. I might do some little booklets that you can write in and put in there. I think that looks really cool, don't you? We've still got a little bit to go because I think I need something here, you know. Actually, I want another cross up there now. Wreck that. Oh dear, I feel silly. I tried to. I'm going underneath it now. I'm not gonna catch any more of it. Oh dear. I put it there so I could. Oh, you know what I was doing anyway, don't you? So you can put stuff down in the pocket. And I'll put another cross there because I just didn't think that 4 was nice. I needed 5 little crosses. There you go. That's better. Now I'm under here. Got the biggest knot you ever did see. And pull that out a bit. And when I sew something else on the little bits, which would probably be a tiny little dark gold bead or something, maybe. Excuse me. I do have some here that I'm thinking. Might be too dark though. It's like a bronzy colour actually. It's not quite the right sort. I've got some more. What have I done with the lid? I just need one more thing. I'll use this one to find it because one more thing, Sonia. Any beads in here? It's got to be. A bead or two. I'm going to have to go because I'm going to get stuck here in the middle of this. So I'm going to go now and I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you what I did with it next, okay? I'm trying to find some tiny beads. Thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you all have a good day, and stay safe, and I hope I've showed you a couple of bits today. I think we did a bit of a button and we did a little buckle thingy. Right, so there, we've done that so far. So thank you everybody for watching. This is all, everything's in the shot, isn't it, sometimes? I'll make that down a bit. There we go. Hope you can see that. Okay. Thank you everybody for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Stay safe. Bye-bye.